So this is the story of two cyclists, one good, one not, while attempting to ride back to back to back to back to back to back to back days on gravel bikes, all while carrying their own tools and food from the start of the ride to the end of the ride, and also trying to find water literally in the middle of the desert, all with the simple goal to find out, is this possible? Day 6 started off brutal. Both Jeremiah and I kind of got blown over in the 100-mile-an-hour winds, and so we didn't have much sleep. I was wrecked, but you know Jeremiah, he's always cheerful, he's always up. So since that was his emotions, I kind of fed off that. We started riding. We hung out at Racetrack. It was a really beautiful area, really cool vibe. On the day, we've only got 2 real climbs, but this first descent was unbelievable. There was so many rocks, so many boulders. Jeremiah is just one of the best bike handlers in the game, and so I was doing my best to try to keep up with him. After that huge descent, we started climbing the first climb, which wasn't really that difficult. It was long and there was some wind and it was steep, yes, but I don't really remember that was much of an issue. What we did get though was this awesome run through the Joshua trees up at high elevation. I believe we're somewhere around 7,000, 8,000 feet. But then we descend off that and we hit the backside of Sarasota. This climb should never be attempted by bikes. It was so difficult. It was so loose. It was so chunky. You really had to be a pro mountain biker. I mean, Jeremiah was struggling with it and his skills are through the roof. And so if you imagine what I was going through, I broke, I cracked. I just didn't want to continue any further, but there was no option. So I had to keep pedaling.
When we were contemplating this thing, he asked me, because I suggested a 4-day shorter but still gargantuan route, and he said, which one's harder? That's what I want to do. I'll remind him that.
Finishing this climb was by far the hardest part of the trip. It was hard for Jeremiah, so if that gives you any context to how difficult this thing was. But at the very top, we were at the Sarasota ghost town, which Brett Underwood had bought. He got real popular on TikTok and YouTube, showing it around. His hospitality, though, was crazy. Loved chatting with this guy. He showed us around the whole mine, and then he gave us farewell, and we went down this descent, which was so beautiful. And so if there was any chance of you riding in this area, come up the front side of this. It would still be a really big climb. It'd be really difficult, but the views are unbelievable. So then, as we come down through this descent, we're ending the day, we hit some road, and we are flying. We're feeling really good. The span of emotions and feelings, it was so crazy throughout this whole trip how you could go from dead to then just flying.
I mean, I think when you're this tired, you're just kind of like running off endorphins. Oh, today we thought it was going to be the easy 70-mile day.
But we're there, man.
Oh,
yeah. One more day.
One day at a time, and I think it's, one is down, the other pats the other on the back. You gave me a push. We're just getting through it together, one step at a time, one day at a time.